Well, hey, tubers, look what I have here. And it's from Creek-Dalton. And I don't mind admitting I'm a little excited. And by a little excited, I mean he told me about 3 days ago, and I don't think I really slept much. I tell you what, no matter how hard you try, looking in the mailbox at 2 o'clock in the morning, it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't come any faster. And that was the hardest box to open that I think I've got all year. I think he used super glue to get that little flap on the outside of the box to seal down. Now, I don't mean to unnecessarily add to the suspense here, but take a look at these packages. This thing, there's something hard on both ends of it, and it's 6 inches long. This one is 5 inches long. Now, these here are normal, like something I would think of an arrowhead, and that's kind of a big, heavy thing. Now, would you just take a look at what the creeker sent me here? Oh my gosh, was this ever worth the wait? Sleepless nights and all. Oh my gosh. Look at this one here. It is a prismatic blade out of just incredibly beautiful flint. What a beautiful work tool. And I see what you mean. One side of it has seen a bunch of action. They were cutting something with it. Now, lest anyone think that like this type of artifact is just some old waste flake that they knocked off, forget about it. This thing here came from a very, very well prepared core, and they knocked it off to get exactly this tool here. They probably were making a dozen of them when they did it, but this is exactly what the tool the man was looking to make. I just love them. Teddy from Denmark sent me a really cool one. Elvis sent me a cool one. Well, lots of folks have. I can't go through the list now, but this here has inspired me. I've had them all laying loose. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in its own case. All of them. I'm gonna get a case for nothing of those. And look at this thing. Proof Native Americans preferred their wine out of bottles with corks as opposed to twist tops, because he sent me a Native American corkscrew. Of course, he called it a doodle, which it certainly might be. It also possibly a snake or probably a snake. Maybe a worm effigy. And a completely intact little thing, too. I mean, it looks kind of oddball, but man, that's what it was. Perfectly little cool thing. And look at that Graham cave. And it's all there, too. How cool. My first totally 100% Graham cave I've got to my name. And that base is probably one of the most ground points I've ever had. I mean, that guy spent a long time grinding on that base. Very, very cool, lovely artifact. Got sweet little bevels on it. Awesome. God dang, Creeker. You blew me away, man. And look at this adze. Not sure if it's technically an adze or possibly just a flaked celt, or maybe they're the same things. I don't know. But it is an adze. That's right, because it's got the bevel on one end for working like grinding, scraping, shaving. And it's got an incredible polish. Here, let me get it in the sun. Now, I don't know if my camera's getting that or not, but look at the polish on that thing. That's really amazing. I love finding an artifact that is so pristine. It still has got that skin on it that it had when the Native American was using it. What an incredibly cool artifact. Well, that goes in my stand-up coffin case for sure. And this Antler tined pressure flaker. How cool. Got a really nice, here, let's see if I can get that a little better. Got a really nice little platform on the end of it there. Little beveled end on it. Just perfect for napping off a flake. Oh, I love it. And I also really like what you did to it to stabilize it. That soaking it in diluted Elmer's has worked really well, man. I'm going to have to do that to my bones. This is so cool. I am so grateful. Thanks so much, Creeker. You know how intuitive you are to know just exactly, be able to see into my heart and know the kind of things that I love so well. And you sent me 5 G10 facts. I love it. Now I'm gonna grab some of mine. In my roughly 40 years of hunting, I have found 3 others of these that were pretty cool. I'm gonna get them and just show them to you as a quick comparison for the fun of it. Now here's the one Creeker just sent me, and here's one that I found. See that? Bull-nosed, really radical bull-nosed end on it. See, like, I have a feeling mine is what Creekers would look like after they had used it for another month of getting it dull and having to regrind a tip on the end of it. And I'm sorry the air conditioning has come on here. People came home to my house and turned it on. I can't do anything about it. But here's a couple of little tiny ones I've got. Now, here's, just for scale, here's Creeker's, there's mine, and then look at these 2 little tiny ones here. See their little tips? These are made out of rabbit ribs. I took them down to the Page Museum in Los Angeles and had the bones collection manager examine them for me. And they're rabbit bones. I guess that's for like micro retouch. And I think I've got time while I've got my bone case open here. I just wanted to show off a couple of other little bony things real quick. Look at the size of that needle tip on that little bone awl. Now I found all of these at a place over by the coast where there some Indian village had been, and then when the farmers came in, they used the Indian dirt to make them a road with, because it was kind of lowland, and I guess there were some holes and stuff, so they filled it in with, you know, what just used to be an Indian village. And this here is a single barrel, what we call a single barrel awl. If they've got the other set up here, it's been split, and so it's just a single barrel. If it's the full one, we call them double barrel awls. And then I don't know about you guys that say you got kind of big awls, but take a look at this old guy. See all the worm? Stop, it's not working here. Yeah, there we go. All the worms that have chewed on this thing over the centuries. This thing here is over a foot long, polished, got a sharp edge on one side here. It's got a blade edge on this one side here. And when I found it, we were hunting down a gravel road, and there was about this much of it right there sticking out of the gravel road. And since I had just found that one there a couple days before at this place, I thought, oh my gosh, Bone, dig it out here. And so we started digging on it, and we'd get it out and tug on it, and man, talk about being solid. It wouldn't come at all. And it was buried in the ground, straight up and down, like this right here. And we just kept digging and kept digging and kept digging, and the thing finally, after we got it about 8 inches of it uncovered, and it took forever because that doggone road was hard, man, really packed down stuff. And it finally came out, and when I saw that tip was on there, oh my gosh, was I one happy camper. Oh boy. Okay, well, that's it for now. Thanks again, Creeker. Man, you are just too much. You absolutely blew me away, buddy. And I'm going to shoot a little Peppers of Death update here. And for all you fire eaters out there, take a look at my little festive morsels down here. Aren't those some little... Wouldn't you just love to pop one of those little festive bright red boogers in your mouth, huh? Oh my gosh. Now some of them, see, are like this guy here, still got kind of tricolor working on them, and then when they get to this point right here, they're right. Here's the next two little sweetie pies that are going to go out in the mail Monday. I got to go in the house and get my idiot sheet, and I'll read the list of who the guys are. I'm sorry, I have to close off the pepper giveaway because I've got so many requests now. They're basically all, you know, more than half of them are spoken for, and the other half I kind of gonna keep and eat and make salsas. But Mr. Rick Jitsu and Nate from Two Guys Fishing won the dubious honors of being the guys to go next. Now there's kind of a good view of them. You can kind of see into that plant there. See all those nasty little things. My son picked that one, snuck it on me, picked that one that had the face on it. So tubers, I have a little newcomer here that Ian sent me. You see that evil looking thing? That is a Moruga scorpion, rated by Guinness as currently the hottest pepper on earth. Now, I'm just going to save this one for seeds. If I can get some more, you know, for next year. So if I can get some more, though, I'm hoping to get a couple of 3 more from Ian as his season progresses. Heck, I think he gave me his first one. But I'm going to definitely send one to Hellbilly and maybe a couple of others as the fire eating challenge gets on. But now it's time to go through look at my idiot sheet here and find my next group of folks who the first 2 that respond get one of these bad boys here, okay? So we got Zark Star, the Ozarks rock star, Brian Krause, Indie Chief, Creek Dalton and Son. No, Creek, that's right, Creek's getting a later one. Treasure Hunter for Life, Sean Woods, used to be Historic Hunter, Copperhead Fish Farm, Larry Haynes, who is Scarecrow 1. I shouldn't have said that. Lynn Cooley. And then we've got Clyde Schroeder. And that's it. So the first one of you, 2 of you folks who now go ahead and post it in a comment on my video, on this video here, so everyone can see that I'm not cheating. Because Nate, Two Guys Fishing, PM'd me his acceptance, and I accepted it because I'm not a jerk. He was second, but really, we need to do it so everyone can see I'm not playing favorites here. Okay, thanks a ton, Tubes. I'm looking forward. I'm hoping that Rick and Nate get their Two Guys Fishing, get their pot eating vids up real soon. And pepper harvest isn't the only harvest that's heating up around here. Getting some serious maters.